I'm Mary Dowd, and I donated April 11th, 1996.
How did you come to be a potential donor?
Well, I played field hockey at Davidson, and as a freshman, you tend to follow along with what the seniors tell you to do. And a senior on the hockey team had donated, and she had asked all the freshmen to make sure that they go into the union and register, and I did what I was told and went and registered and headed off to class and forgot about it for a year.
Do you remember if some of your friends or teammates were nervous or excited about going to sign up with Project Life? What was the general feeling?
Well, we are a little nervous because there were so many seniors, so we wanted to make sure that we were falling in line appropriately. But as far as Project Life went, there was so much going on with Project Life because you had all these contests with the halls. I think someone was the prize was winning a DVD player, I believe, or maybe it was a VCR player. I'm not sure. So there was
Betamax. So far back.
I know. So it was really, you knew about it. I mean, it was sort of part of the rhetoric when you first got to Davidson, that this is what all the freshmen did, and you didn't really have a chance to think otherwise because it was part of the culture. I remember I had so much fun. I think the whole family had so much fun. I hadn't been in a long time, and I was sitting there with Andy, and he was probably about 6, I guess, about that point, and 5 or 6, and we were sitting on the curb waiting for the parade to come, eating cotton candy, and I thought, it just really doesn't get any better than this.
How old is he now?
He is 15. Do the math real quick, but he's 15.
What is it like to realize there's this 15-year-old boy running around with your marrow?
Well, I wish him the best. He is a great, he's just really grown up into a phenomenal young man, and I've enjoyed watching him grow up. And he sent me a picture a couple years ago on his first date, and that was probably one of the most one of the most moving things, to get that picture and see him on a date, and remember when I was doing that and what it felt like, and was so grateful that he could feel it and do it too.
I dare you.
Well, I dare to make a difference, and I dare to take a stand. Let me dare you to think of someone else who's in need of a helping hand.
What if I dare to show our children what it really means to love? Could I dare you to just imagine there's nothing we can rise above?
And I dare you to be the person with the will to make it right. And I dare you to have a conscience, sit a cause and join the fight.
But I dare you to take a moment to imagine how it feels. Take a look at someone else's pain and offer some relief.
Here with Sarah McElroy. We represent year 1 Project Life.
Year 20.
Year 20 of Project Life. One of the cool things is we were just talking about how President Kirkendall is taking over the president's office again in a week, and he was the one that started Project Life with us 20 years ago. So everything has come full circle as we have the 20th birthday of Project Life. Sarah, what got you involved with Project Life?
Well, freshman year, I think I was just hanging out in the union and I saw the drive going on, and I walked up wondering what it was. I had a personal connection to bone marrow at that point, at least somewhat, because my dad had leukemia and was in the beginning stages of thinking about getting a transplant. So I got typed, and I actually ended up talking to Addie Sanders, who's here today, helping us with the drive, and she kind of piqued my interest in bone marrow typing and how truly important it is, and how we can work toward getting more people in that database and having more possibilities for transplants, more options of matches, and those beacons of hope that we're going to find. And So I stayed involved, helped with the tulips, kept going sort of on a minimal level, but Allie Coker approached me my sophomore year, right before I went abroad, and asked me if I might consider taking over when Allie and Walker, who were both in charge, transitioned out. And I was thrilled and honored, and I thought it would be an awesome opportunity to be a part of something. And it took on even more meaning right before I went abroad, as my father, who had had a transplant and wasn't successful, ended up passing away in the summer before my junior year. So it's been an incredible experience. I've gotten involved, but ever the more passionate throughout my experience. And now it's just that thing that I love being a part of, that I'm truly, it's my cause.
When you think about Project Life, the program that got you signed up, is it fair to say that it helps create miracles for others?
Absolutely, that's exactly what it does. I didn't know much about it until we had Project Life on campus at PC. I didn't really know much about bone marrow donation, didn't know what it was, how to do it, and then through this program, it was, educated everybody on campus and kind of brought this knowledge to us about a lot about like breast cancer or leukemia or whatever, but you just don't hear a lot about donating bone marrow. And so this, I was able to learn about it, lucky enough to donate bone marrow, and then I've been able to tell a lot of people about it. So I think Project Life is a great program that needs to be on a lot more campuses. So
one of the great things about, of course, Davidson are all the traditions, and that's just such a big part of what this college is about. And I think that really rings through to freshmen, and they get it right away. And that's actually one of the first sort of community events that we have on campus. And so I think the freshmen are always really excited about it. They understand the value in it, and they're happy to do it. And it's such a simple act that I think everybody does it because there's no reason to say no.
Any other things you can remember about Project Life, or any hopes you have for Project Life in the future?
Well, of course, I hope to come back for my 50th reunion and still see that Project Life is going strong, and I have every reason to believe that will be the case. I just hope that the students keep the energy level there. There's so many great causes out there, and increasingly Davidson students are becoming so much more aware of all these different issues facing the world. And so my hope is that they'll still see a place for Project Life, and they'll still have the passion for the mission of helping others through being typed.
God's glory, Spirit comes out.